lot of neighborhood pubs where people come from various parts of the city to have a cold brew or a nice glass of wine and listen to some good music. And they seem to harken back in their theme to a time of where people were down in this neighborhood from the seamen's industry. A lot of fishermen, a lot of folks traveling, you know, providing transportation for people to get to and from the various islands. And there's buildings here were built during that era, so there's a lot of brick and mortar buildings and a lot of folks that are still here from that era that are running a lot of the businesses and still frequenting some of the places. There's some neighborhood artists that still come around and, you know, do the various things like paint the landscapes of this area. Support your local farmers market. They've got everything from oysters, clams, and mussels to photographs to paintings that people paint to literature offered by folks who are trying to make their way, coming up from a kind of a bad time in their life, to fresh fruits and vegetables. In the summertime, this place is screaming. But right now, it's kind of the winter wares. It's the winter goods, but still a worthy place. Music plays a large role in Ballard's personality. The Tracker Tavern's kind of a mainstay of the neighborhood. They play a lot of roots and Americana music. They host artists such as Jeff Tweedy from Wilco, Gillian Welch, any of the No Depression artists, and then local artists as well, like Lee Rude and the Trainwrecks. They play a hell of a show. It feels even better when you got some booze running through your veins. And there's a really, really great record store called Bob Street Records. The story is this man, he's got a little bit of bread, and he had a large collection of music that he wanted to share with the world, so he's not in this to make any money, and we're going to take a look at the amount of vinyl records he's got here. Let's go ahead and take a step in. Heavy metal, gospel, spiritual, new age, children music. It's a style I've never heard of before. So I'll bet you if you lift up these cushions, you'll find some change. Well, no change. But hey, it's still a good place to hang out when you don't have bus fare. There's a movement that came around that was to help regenerate Ballard's image into more of a destination spot, if you will, and some folks are opposed to that because of the extremes that some developers want to take this to. They want to put in the skinny buildings, tall condos of various colors that only those of six-figure incomes can afford. Let's say San Francisco. Can anybody say Manhattan? Can anybody say what else would be downtown Phoenix? But yeah, Hattie's Hat's an old-time staple as well. Looks like there's somebody protesting the development.
Sure. You drinking in there?
That's great. There's one thing you'd say about Ballard. People are dedicated to whatever it is they do, whether it's fishing or sitting on a bar stool or saving the bar they love.
You want to get angry about it? Get angry.
Well, here we are at Fisherman's Terminal, where folks in boats go fishing for fish, and they bring them back to us land dwellers for us to make a dish out of.
Yeah, my name is Pete Knudsen. This is my boat, Nord, and I'm selling down here at Fisherman's Terminal this weekend. It's on a location here called the West Wall, and this is where we sell fish. Well, yeah, you see, this land was donated to the port for fishermen,
Right.
and this is the only place that's left for us. See, they got marinas everywhere else.
Yeah.
And but these guys that run the port, they're buddies with their real estate guys and the guys that write the bonds, and they were about ready to put condos and business park down here.
But man, the idea that you can come from your home, go directly to the fisherman at the terminal, and buy the fish from him or her, the person who fished the fish out of the big drink, is amazing. I mean, that's one of the more beautiful things about Ballard. I've been hanging out in this town for about 15 years, making music and growing up as a human being. I'm Christopher Blue, and this is Ballard.
You don't